Okay, so Louise is graduating puppy training soon, so this is to show how she walks on the leash. You can see I'm using the prong collar. There's no tension in this leash. She was a puller initially. The prong collar solved that problem. It's not comfortable to pull on the prong collar, so she simply doesn't do it. So I highly recommend you buy a prong collar and use it when you walk her. It makes the walks more enjoyable. If it's enjoyable, you're going to do it more. And the more you walk, the better she'll behave when she walks. If a walk is a rare event, the dogs get so excited. Oh, I hardly never get walks, so I'm super, and then that excitement translates into impulsive behavior. So the prong collar has a secondary benefit. It teaches the dog not to be impulsive. So if she sees a squirrel or a deer, which is highly likely on these country roads, her first impulse is to chase it. But then she remembers the prong collar and she's learning impulse control. And so I noticed that the dogs who are walked with the prong collar, they simply behave better both on and off leash. So that's the benefit, that's the magic of the prong collar. Okay, so our girl excelled in every part of her training. The only thing that's not perfect is she does from time to time nip another dog or try or get aggressive. She gets hostile. It's never like, a mad attack. It's just a nip and then she runs. But it's still serious, okay? So yesterday she did some time in the penalty box because she nipped what is supposed to be her friend, the German Shepherd. They hang out together all day. But I give the German Shepherd a little affection. She didn't like it. She get jealous and bite. But it's not a bite, it's a nip, which means it's not even going to break skin, but it's still serious because it could lead to a major fight, okay? So, when you see that, her correction is always the same. You're going to shout, no, 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 really loud. The volume of your voice tells her how serious of a rule it is. So like, if she does something mild rule breaking, I'm going to go, no, 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 right? But if it's nipping, I'm like, no. The blood, the real loud volume. Why? Because dogs, they communicate by barking. And the louder the bark, the more serious they are. If it's just this light-hearted bark, so you are going to bark. And so if you consider that the word no is a bark, so you're going to go, no, 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 right? Like that, really loud. So, she knows. Stomp your feet. Your body language should match your words. And, that's how we get the effect. She is looking at your body language. If you're calm when she poops on the floor or when she nips someone, no, she's going to go, well, how serious rule could this be? So stomp your feet. Then she goes immediately into the timeout area, which is limited, extremely limited privileges. No affection, no attention, no treats, none of that. So for a nip, she should stay in there 20 minutes because that's the most serious behavior problem of all, okay? There's nothing worse than an aggressive dog. The dogs in the shelter are all there, a lot of them, at least half of them, for aggression issues. That's why they're not adopted, because if they were all friendly, they'd all have a home today. But when they're aggressive, They can't be rehomed. Okay, so let's correct this in this manner. When you see it, first of all, managing the encounter, right? So I would suggest getting an electric collar. They're affordable, and they're safe, and they're the only tool that reliably treats aggression. Okay, I would never ever recommend electric collar for any other behavior except aggression, because that level of pain is the only thing that's sufficient to deter aggression. Okay, so loudly shouting no, I mean, that's good after the, but ideally, if you're walking her and you know she's going to encounter a dog and get hostile, or if you know a person's coming to your house, my advice would be to get the electric collar, put it on her, and don't let her see you push the button. If she sees you pushing the button, she's going to connect the pain to something you did. And then she'll only be good in your presence. When you're not around, she'll nip another dog. So if she thinks it just happened magically because God don't like aggressive dogs, that's better, because then she'll behave all the time. And so these collars are extremely safe. They've been around for at least 10 years. I mean, I've been using them for 10 years, so they've probably been around 15 years. So these collars are used for the invisible fence, and they're the same collar design that's used for the bark collars. So when a dog barks, they get a little zap. As long as it's a quick zap, she's gonna go, oh, I'm not gonna do that behavior anymore, okay? And that's the goal, okay? So I believe that the aggression went down like 90%, okay? Because when she first got here, it was she was way different, okay? So she has improved remarkably in 2 weeks. So let's see. As a matter of fact, before I forget, a new puppy came yesterday. I was worried, that she's gonna do something. She didn't do nothing to the new puppy. So she is learning. She's learning. She's smart and she's learning. Now, something else I should mention. I'm gonna do another video of her doing her basic commands. So we're gonna use chicken, right? So this morning I gave her a little chicken. She gobbled it up. She ate her kibble as well. But now she got the chicken farts again. So what though? Here's the deal. Her poop is like the consistency of cream of wheat porridge. It's not diarrhea. It's just, that chicken was lean. Those are lean chicken breasts with no, we're gonna stop for the car. Let me pause for this. So those chicken breasts are super, they have nothing that should irritate her stomach, because when a dog has diarrhea, the vet recommends chicken and rice. And so I gave her chicken cooked on the grill with no seasoning and no skin, no bones. So super safe for her belly. But Frenchies, right? They have a very sensitive stomach. So she's gonna have a little soft stool. She's gonna have a little chicken farts. So that's not a big deal. When she gets home, she's gonna be right as rain. Okay, she's gonna probably sleep for 2 days, because there's a lot of she's ready for a little to be in her home, it's going to be a great reward for her. So send me a picture of her sleeping in her home. The rest of her life is going to be gold. She learned what she had to learn, and I'm hoping that, you know, she makes me proud when she gets home. I believe she will. She does her basic commands perfectly. I did not teach her the down command. Some dogs get it and other dogs don't. So instead I focused heavily on sit, stay, and come. She also knows no. She also knows quiet. And she also knows up. So like you'll see in the video today, I'll say up and she'll get up onto the couch. Down, get off the couch. So what else? I think that's everything, you know. She's a super sweet dog, as you well know. 99% of the time, she's a sweet angel. And then when a new dog, or even a new person, she's like, wow. She become territorial and you know, pre-aggressive. Pre-aggressive means barking and acting, you know, like confrontational and looking like she's trying to get to the rear legs of the dog to give him a nip. None of that is acceptable. So look for the signs of pre-aggression, where her growl, the look on her face is like looking mean, you know. That's a sign that she's about to, so that's a great time to put her in her timeout, okay? Or introduce the electric collar. Don't zap her, just put it on. See, the thing about the electric collar is you only have to use it a couple times. That sounds crazy, right? But I swear, if you zap a dog a couple times with the electric collar, I swear to God, the third time you put the collar on the dog's like, the dog acts like an angel. They don't want to test it. The same with the invisible fence. They test the fence a couple times, and then for the rest of their lives, they don't get near those flags. They stay in the right area. So that's what's going to happen. It's not like many days of zapping. It's like 1 or 2 zaps. She's intelligent. She's going to go, oh, I'm not going to do that again. Okay, so as always, I want this dog to succeed. So please, if any problems come up, any issues with behavior, message me. We'll solve the problem together. And, you know, I always want to see my training dogs again. So when you go on vacation, book with me early and I'll watch her when you're away. And that's a great time for me to fine-tune her behavior. You can tell me how she's behaving and we can remedy any, you know, we can improve things, okay? All right, so we've been walking 14 minutes, okay? So you can see she walks good, right? This is with no other dogs, you know. So she walked in a straight line for 14 minutes. That's exceptional walking. This leash is loose, okay? She didn't tug me. She didn't try to change directions. So I'm proud of her. We're going to turn back now. And in a couple hours, we'll do the video for the basic commands.